welcome you to the stand. Sheriff Senator Kanoa Leahy and Chris McLaughlin here courtside. The Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. We have Western Athletic Conference versus Big West Conference in the house tonight as the Bakersfield Roadrunners go up against number 12 Hawaii. And it will be Bakersfield to serve first, and the setter Luisa Martins slaps it into play. Taimano Olivao gets the first set on the outside. Martins with the save. Now the swing from Sydney Haynes is blocked. Bakersfield staying with it. Haynes a second time, dug up by Greeley. Good opening sequence here. McGill's dink, diving save Martins. So from the back row, it's Carol Grosso, dug up by Nikki Taylor. And the reigning three-time Big West Player of the Week is dug up. And it'll be returned free ball style here for Hawaii. McGill in the middle, rattled around and returned. What a rally here on the opening point. McGill, a third time, finally gets the job done. Well, if that's what we're in for, you better get comfortable.
Give a lot of credit to the Roadrunners, just hanging in there, digging everything Hawaii could throw at them, everything but the kitchen sink.
So after a long sequence, Hawaii strikes first, and it's Taylor Higgins with the serve. The pass by Kelsey Sawyer, and it's going to wind up an ace for Taylor Higgins, her 9th of the season.
Taylor Higgins' jump serve has really come into full swing these last couple of matches. Struggled the first half of the first preseason, but now she's got it going on.
That was another good one. Grosso with the pass, and Sawyer from the outside is dug up by Greeley. Here's Greeley from the back row, and right there is the setter Martins. So from the right side, Haynes gets blocked and roofed. Mano Olivao and McGill, and you hinted on it in Game On, presented by Straub, Chris, that the size differential between Hawaii and Bakersfield could, pun fully intended, loom large here tonight.
Absolutely, and that time, Sydney Haynes, their tallest player at 6'2", couldn't get it past the Wahine block.
Here's Haynes on the step out, and the slide works as she's able to punch it through the offered block of Manu Olivao. So Bakersfield breaking the ice, coming in 2-8 on the season, 0-4 in away games. Hawaii, of course, 8-1. If you had told Dave Shoji at the beginning of the year, hey, 3 weeks in, you'd be 8-1 and you'd have a signature win over number 2 Florida, he would have been very stoked.
Absolutely.
From the outside, that's Editza Urias who's dug up. Now Mano Olivao from the opposite position, able to go up and over that block. And Hawaii off to a 4-1 start.
Good swing by Taimano Olivao. She hits right once and sometimes and goes left twice, giving Nikki Taylor a chance to swing from the left.
And Mano Olivao, the flat-footed serve, which she has stuck with here the last couple of weeks. Big swing by Urias, a great dig though by Kahakai. Mano Olivao with a big swing of her own on the pipe set. Now Haynes cross court and wide.
Great dig in the back by Jocelyn Rodriguez. 2 years at Arizona Western College. She was one that was ineligible the first 10 days of preseason due to a transcript issue.
Little moment as Dave Shoji looking into the crowd. Even he had to crack a smile. I think we had a casualty on that last out hit by Haynes. One of the fans' cold adult beverages was lost because of the volleyball that was incoming. As you see the dink into the corner, and it's a point for Bakersfield. Good thing, the good news, it's early in the match, so still plenty of time to refill. Here's the serve by the libero Jocelyn Rodriguez, goes into the twine. Rodriguez, along with the setter Luisa Martins, they had to sit out sometime for different reasons here in this early portion of the season.
Yeah, Martins, the setter, had a concussion. She was out for 2 weeks.
Rodriguez, little issue in getting eligible under transfer rules. So she missed a couple of weeks as well as Nikki Taylor. What a week she has had. Nikki Taylor, who we mentioned, first Wahine ever to win Conference Player of the Week 3 straight times. Also throw on top of that AVCA National Player of the Week. Also throw on top of that ESPNW National Player of the Week. Good serve by Kahakai. Urias from the outside sends it long, point Hawaii, and they're up 8 serving 2.
That was an avoidance swing by Urias, trying to avoid that big Wahine block.
Hawaii up by 6. Time for the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match, Chris.
Well, for Bakersfield, they're in the land of the giants. They have only 2 6-footers. Hawaii has 10. Also, this is the land of giant crowds. And for Hawaii, PT for the backups, well, Granado in particular and Castillo get some more playing time tonight. We'll see.
A lot of it depends on how the starters play, right? If they can get down to business quickly, then yeah, it gives more opportunity for Dave Shoji to test some of the reserves as Nikki Taylor goes cross court. We mentioned the awards that went her way this week, but it is because certainly that monstrous performance against Florida that garnered all that attention. 57 kills in 3 matches last week in the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge. Had 27 kills and 17 digs, a monster double-double. The kills a career high on 69 attempts, mind you, as she comes up with a roof right next to Emily Maglio. I mean, the numbers are preposterous. She's 5th in the nation in kills per set, Chris.
Yeah, she's just putting up huge numbers that we haven't seen a Wahine put up in a long time, maybe since Willoughby and Kahumoku were here putting up those kind of nationally ranked numbers.
6-0 run here for Hawaii as Uriah sends it wide. 11 serving 2. Savannah Kahakai, let's not forget about her honor. Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week, had 42 total digs in 3 matches last week, including the career high 19 against the Gators.
Remember the post-game show where Savannah got interviewed and she was asked, so what was it like out there playing against Florida? She says, I just saw that other girl, O'Rourke, digging all those balls. I felt like I had to keep up.
Yeah, that was a show as the serve goes long. That was a show. That was something to behold. Sort of the game within the game between the 2 liberos, and they both were phenomenal.
Yeah, it was quite an exhibition of digging and passing that night.
There is Nikki Taylor to serve. Leads the team with 17 service aces. Took a little something off there. Still forces the overpass. Hawaii has to play it off the net, and Maglio sends it over. On the second touch, Martins tried to catch Hawaii napping, but they were there. And Nikki Taylor again closes the deal on the D set.
Taylor Higgins knows exactly where her bread is buttered. Nikki Taylor will get her a kill, termination, about 90% of the time.
How about that serve? Great pass. But from the outside, Urias again sends it wide, no touch up front. And how much is that size just sort of messing with the mentality of the runners right now?
Oh, it definitely is. That was another, I think, avoidance attack. Just anything to avoid that big block.
14 serving 3. Hawaii jumping all over Bakersfield here. In the middle of the set goes to Katie Dunbar-Lowe. Nicely done there. The 5'10 junior from Fresno, California, a transfer from Fresno City College.
Good timing there. Gets the split in the block, gets the kill. Dunbar-Lowe, an all-conference player for Fresno City College.
Now Carol Grosso to serve. One of 3 players from Brazil on this Bakersfield roster. Of course, their head coach or director of volleyball, also a Brazilian in Giovanna Mello. Here's Taylor from the back row. Tried to go hard angle, a little too tight, as it missed wide, and a point for the Roadrunners. Grosso the serve, Manuel Levao overpass there. But it'll be a Hawaii point as Higgins was able to sort of just eschew it off of the jouster on the other side. Bakersfield last to touch it, so Hawaii back up double digits.
One of the things that I think Taylor Higgins does best, those jousts and tight plays at the net. She's brilliant at it.
There's Kalei Greeley with the soft touch serve. Step out goes to Dunbar-Lowe, and that's a couple of hammers. And she's pumped up about it. Led Fresno City College in kills last year, was named to the All-NorCal team. She's got some skills, and the last 2 times she's took a crack at it, it's been pretty nice.
That was a very smooth connection. Remember, they got 14 newcomers. They're all still getting to know each other.
Here's Maglio in the middle, blocked back. Kept alive by Hawaii. Manuel Levao. That had some heat on it as well, right down the line. We have seen Manuel Levao sort of widen the scope of her range from that outside position the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, she really has. She hits a better line shot now or wipes it off the outside blocker's hands. She also hits high hands better than she ever has.
Claire Marie Anderson now on to serve. Outside, Kelsey Sawyer dug up by Anderson. The bump set to Mano Leval had to take something off. Rodriguez the dig. Bakersfield with it. Here's Sawyer. That one off the Hawaii block again. Sawyer a third time. Rodriguez plays it off of the block. Anderson with the dig and Hawaii in control. Here is Taylor from the D position. Puts it down.
What a finish. Marie Anderson with a couple of great digs to keep that rally alive. And Hawaii's block continuing to confound the Bakersfield attackers.
Anderson, who did put on the libero jersey last week against Eastern Washington, forcing the overpass. Hawaii now has it on its side. Here's Taylor again. Dug up by Fleming. Sawyer powers it through that Hawaii double block and down. Kelsey Sawyer, the top hitter for Bakersfield, averaging 3.16 kills per set.
Also a very good friend of Mita Uiato. First thing when I was at practice and watching them, she came over to me and said, "Where's Mita? I want to see Mita. I did volleyball camps with her," or something like that.
Overpass by Mano Leval on the Martins serve. Advantage Bakersfield. Sawyer, wow. Dropping a bomb in the middle of the Hawaii defense.
She was the preseason all-whack along with Martins. This Sawyer, she just absolutely pounds that. McGill a little late getting to the outside.
8 serving, 17. Good pass there by Mano Leval, and then McGill just rising above everybody.
You're right. She's got such great body control, great arm swing. Doing a better job of getting up early, getting the ball right out of Taylor Higgins' hands.
All tournament last week, the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge was McGill. Just tremendous jumping ability. Great dig, Kahakai. Here's McGill in the middle. The set was low, and that's the thing about Olivia. She can still make those plays work. Timeout taken by Giovanna Mello and the Bakersfield Roadrunners. Hawaii up 11.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Straub.
Series record sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts, and this series goes all the way back to about 20 minutes ago. First ever meeting between Hawaii and Bakersfield. Good serve by Taylor Higgins. The slide goes to Haynes, and right there is Greeley. So Higgins goes high and away to Mano Leval. Deep corner and in.
Great set by Taylor Higgins. Setting her old teammate, her old high school teammate right there. Mano Leval goes over that block and deep corner. Great shot.
Largest lead of this opening set, Chris. Higgins into the twine. So 9 serving 20 here coming up. It will be Kelsey Sawyer to serve. One of 3 seniors on the roster. 5'10" outside hitter from Temecula, California. Results in a free ball here for Bakersfield. Here's Haynes again on the slide. And that was some hot pepper coming from Haynes.
Well, this is great practice for the Rainbow Wahine to go up against this slide maneuver because and this team runs it well. So Hawaii's going to see a lot of slide action in the Big West, I'll tell you.
Low serve, Kahakai the diving pass, then a high bumps it to Mano Leval from off the court. Bakersfield will transition it. It's Urias blocked but kept alive. She'll take a second, no. Decides to just free pass it over. Chance for Hawaii. Here's Mano Leval. Dug up by Rodriguez up near the shoulders. Urias a third time was not a charm as the wall was up. Mano Leval and McGill turning it back.
What a dig by Rodriguez that time. Mano Leval probably hit her hardest ball of the night, and Rodriguez just took one right in the chest, popped it up. Terrific dig.
And Gianna Guinasso, 5'9" sophomore from Huntington Beach, will serve for Hawaii up 21-10. Urias denied access. McGill and Taylor.
Urias had a couple of avoidance attacks earlier where she missed the block completely and hit it out. Now she's trying to challenge the block. Ooh, I'm not sure that's the right person to challenge. Livy McGill, one of the best blockers in the country.
They go to Haynes on the slide. Off-speed hit. There's Kahakai. So Higgins goes to Greeley. Big windup. Dug up by Bakersfield. Now Haynes again from the opposite position. There's Higgins off-beat ricochet of the block. And McGill tried to pull a fast one. Just missed the floor wide.
She ran over intending to set it, but then the ball got too close to the net. She didn't want to get a net violation or a mishandled ball, so she tipped it over. I thought it was a great move by her, just missed the court.
We saw her take on the setting responsibilities. Remember that one rally against Florida where she set the ball twice, and hey, the hands looked pretty good.
They look really good.
Well, that right
looked pretty good right there too.
I was gonna say that right hand looks really good for Nikki Taylor. She smacks it down. Hawaii up a dozen.
Picks up her 5th kill. She's now hitting 500, a mere 500.
Stay wide, KG. Stay wide on her.
Here's Kahakai. Pass by Haynes. Outside, it goes to Urias. Dug up by Guinasso. Nicely done there. Higgins. It's Greeley from the outside. And right there is Morgan DeMarco. Touched over, diving save Kahakai. Hawaii will be able to return it, and Guinasso actually swinging it over. Urias blocked. And Roof. Maglio and Taylor teaming up this time.
Great rally, and check out Kahakai giving up her body right there to keep that ball alive. And there's the block in the end, the Rainbow Wahine block just taking over right now. 5 blocks to none for Bakersfield.
Aloha ball here in the first. Oh, pancake first touch, but the Roof will end it. It was the diving pass of Carol Grosso that gave Bakersfield a chance, but then Urias talking to the high hands again of Maglio and Taylor. So efficient opening set for Hawaii, 25-11 against the Roadrunners.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Chris.
Let's take a look at the block of Hawaii right now. Livy McGill and Nikki Taylor. That's about as good a block as Hawaii can put up. Very solid forehands across. We see McGill again going up, and they're going exactly together. Good timing by both. Very tough to get by that block. Good penetration over the net as well. And here's the final look at a swing block by McGill, pressing the ball back down into the court. Bakersfield can't cover, and there's the circle celebration of the Rainbow Wahine.
So much of that is reaction time, but how much of that is also reading the play and anticipation, Chris, to put up a double block of that sort?
A lot of it is reading, and really the hard job goes to the middle blocker. They've got to know 3 or 4 attackers and where they're going. Olivia McGill has done a terrific job of that. Maglio has also blocked well for Hawaii this year, and Mitchum's come in and done a nice job. But definitely the middle blockers have got the hardest job out there in regards to the blocking assignments.
Well, 6 total team blocks for Hawaii compared to 0 in that opening stanza for Bakersfield. And Taylor Higgins starts set number 2 off, forcing the overpass. And Taylor from the opposite side gets Hawaii off the schneid very quickly.
Well, what a set from Taylor Higgins. Taylor normally sets the ball to the outside, on the left side better. This time, she does a nice job of setting the ball behind her head perfectly for Nikki Taylor.
Then busts out the killer serve. Then saves it back over the net. It'll be Sawyer getting a swing from the outside. Right there's Kahakai. So Higgins now chasing down the set. Goes to Mano Olevao up the ladder, and down the chute it goes.
Mano Olevao really coming into her own his last week and a half. There's Kahakai's dig to keep it alive. Higgins running in to put up a nice set for Mano Olevao. And Ty just finds the seam, finds that hole in the block.
4 kills now for Ty on 8 swings, hitting 500. Sawyer from the outside by the double block. Able to put some heat on it. Bakersfield Able to get on the board here in set 2.
Here's the bump set from the back row. That's pretty good. Sawyer gets a good swing at it, but you can tell Sawyer likes to swing. 80 attempts in one game in 2013.
Martins with the serve. Higgins goes middle to McGill. The height advantage for Hawaii in full effect here so far through a set plus on this Friday night.
Against a team where Hawaii has the size advantage, great time for Hawaii to work a lot of their quick plays at the net, take advantage of that size.
Sawyer blocked. A good idea maybe by Sydney Hayes to try to take a full crack at it on that first touch, but she hit it wide.
It was a good idea. She just bit off more than she could chew there.
So 4 serving 1. Mano Leval takes a long, deep breath. Floats it deep. Rodriguez had to make a decision, went for it. Now Haynes from the opposite position. Dug up by Taylor. Higgins high and away to Greeley through the block. Good dig in the back row by Grosso. Sawyer is dug up by Kahakai. Now Mano Leval from the back row. The tape. Able to cling to it and keep it on the Hawaii side. So a point for Bakersfield.
I'm really impressed with Kelsey Sawyer and the way she's swinging freely up there at the net. She's got a strong arm. No wonder she was preseason all-WAC choice.
And here she is serving. A liner to Hawaii's side. Taylor from the opposite, able to pull the string.
A rare tip shot from Nikki Taylor. I think we've watched her the last 3 weeks, over 9 games. Have we seen her tip once?
Not that kind of tip, no.
That was a little beach roll shot.
Yeah. Good look there at the head coach, or as is also now a popular term, the director of volleyball, Giovanna Mello, in just her second year. There's the roof again for Hawaii, Maglio and Greeley. And it's 6-2 Rainbow Wahine. But
how about Giovanna Mello's first year on the job?
What a success, huh?
Takes her team and wins the WAC, goes to the NC2As. Thank you very much. Tough to finish, follow that up.
Had great success prior to that in 6 years at Western Nebraska Junior College. Won the 2010 NJCAA National Championship. So, yeah, she has some coaching chops on her resume. There's no doubt about that.
Junior College Coach of the Year. I'll tell you, she's a fun coach to play for. When I watched them practice yesterday, they had more fun being in this big arena and just enjoying being in Hawaii. More than half the team has never been here.
Really? Off the touch, it's saved by Rodriguez. Now on the outside, it's Grosso. Good dig by Hawaii. Now Mano Leval. That time, the net was her friend.
I think that if that shot had missed the net, I think it would have been dug. So definitely it helped her get her kill number 5. To go along with only 1 error.
Taylor into the twine. So 4 serving 7 coming up here for CSU Bakersfield. Sydney Haynes, member of the Western Athletic Conference all-freshman team last year. She'll serve. Great pass by Greeley. They go slide to Maglio. Now Grosso from the outside. Two-handed in the air by Mano Leval. Bumps at the Taylor from the back row. Rodriguez the save. Put over on the second touch by Martins. Diving save. Taylor, now Greeley finding the opening in the floor.
I'll tell you, there's a good reason why Nikki Taylor wins National Player of the Week. It's not just her attacks. Look at her go to the floor right there and pop that ball up. All 6'4" of her, laying it out.
Enters the match 3rd on the team in digs. Her instincts are incredible. 8 serving 4. Another service error for Hawaii. So the efficiency that was on display in set 1, maybe not quite as sharp here in set number 2, but Hawaii's still up 3.
They call in volleyball the second game letdown.
Grosso with the serve. Kahakai on one knee, the pass. Middle set Maglio. There was a net violation by Katie Dunbar Lowe on the Bakersfield side of the net. So Hawaii gets the point. Rainbow Wahine, of course, the final non-conference tune-up, if you will, this weekend. A couple of matches against Bakersfield tonight, then again on Sunday. And then it's Big West time. as Hawaii will host UCSB and Cal Poly next week. From the back row, big time swing by Grosso and a great dig by Anderson. Now Manoleval from off the net. Grosso the save. Here's Sawyer. Right there is Greeley. How about the bump set by McGill? Greeley not really ready, so a free chance here for the Roadrunners. They go slide to Dunbar low. Greeley another save. McGill in the middle. And got a piece of the grill of Carol Grosso.
And Calais, Greeley picking up, it's like a vacuum cleaner back there, playing middle back, digging everything in sight. Here's the end of the play with Olivia McGill going home for the block and into the chest of a back row player for Bakersfield.
And timeout prompted by the Claire Marie Anderson ace, her 5th of the year. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top 3. Big West kills per set, and Nikki Taylor tops the list. In fact, she's 5th in the nation in kills per set.
Notice only 2 players with over 4 kills per set. The next is at 3.95, Lily Barbara in Long Beach.
Step out goes to Dunbar low, and out of the timeout, Bakersfield gets the point.
They're really running this slide to perfection. Dunbar just runs out there and gets her track shoes on and chases that ball and set all the way out to the antenna. Great play.
Yeah, that was like a long jump slide.
It was.
And here's Dunbar low to serve. Manoleval has the first touch. Middle set goes to McGill. The dink. Pancake save, Sophie Flemian. Sawyer dink. Diving save, Kahakai right back at you. Manoleval then finishes the deal, going through the block and down.
Time Manoleval. Here's a tip shot that's popped up on the pancake by Flemian. There's Kahakai again giving up her body, leading the Rainbow Wahine digs tonight. And one step, closed step maneuver by Taimana Olival, and she just goes up and hammers.
11 digs for Savannah Kahakai.
Playing a lot freer as Taimana Olival. See her spawning there?
Yeah.
Much more relaxed, playing freer, taking good swings.
Yeah, good point there for sure. That's when she has been at her best. Here's Taylor from the opposite side.
Another beach roll shot.
Well, if it's
Nikki,
working.
this isn't the sand season. It's indoor, Nikki. She probably said, oh yeah, Jeff Hall and Danny Alvarez would be proud that I'm using all the beach knowledge they gave me.
That's right. I asked her, which version of the game do you enjoy playing more, indoor or sand? She said, I like both equally, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
But she definitely credits her sand volleyball experience in helping her indoor game.
Be the player that she is right now.
Exactly, that wide array of shots that she's developed. That one popped long. Was there a touch at the net? No touch. So Courtney Freeland with the out ball and Hawaii with the point. And Nikki Taylor saying, you know, there was a mindset that she had, and of course fighting injury a little bit last year, but for her it was all about detonation. Every time she got a set, it was about pounding it down. The sand experience, as that serve just misses the end line, the sand experience taught her to be able to apply some patience there and maybe a little more creativity in her offensive game.
Patience, creativity, and always making the smart choice.
Luisa Martins with the serve. Pass Manoleval. Higgins goes high and away. Here's Taylor against the solo block. You can put that on the board. And it's 15 serving 7 coming up. 9 kills for Nikki Taylor.
It was almost not fair. 6'4" against 5'11".
Here's Sawyer on the outside. Wow, that had some pop on it.
Well, she's got a gun of an arm, doesn't she?
She's been crushing a few.
Mom played volleyball at University of Houston. She was averaging over 3 kills a set.
Also one of those dual volleyball players, plays for the Bakersfield Sand team. And here she is serving. Down the line it goes. Good pass, Manoleval. McGill in the middle. And a dig by Rodriguez. On the outside, it's Grosso. Didn't get it over the net.
Out of bounds off the Roadrunners, point Hawaii. Bakersfield substitution number 10, Morgan DeMarco for number 7,
Bakersfield became a full-time Division I member in 2010, joined the Western Athletic Conference in 2013. Prior to that, they were a Division II team. Grosso flying in. Carol Grosso at just 5'6", the junior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, transfer from Salt Lake Community College, showing some boosters on that approach.
She's got some, it's in her genes. Both parents played in the Brazilian national team. And her brother Marco plays at Ohio State men's volleyball.
Yeah, he's a setter over there for the Buckeyes. Greeley, big wind up. Was able to work it through that block for another Hawaii point. Now, as Division II members, the Roadrunners actually experienced the islands quite a few times. In fact, they played 27 matches in Hawaii prior to tonight as Division II members. Overpass forced by Taylor and then placed down oh so gently by Calais Greeley. But yeah, as D2 members, the Roadrunners playing up against BYU, Hawaii, HPU, UH Hilo, Chaminade, 18-9 all-time against Hawaii teams. Different story so far tonight. Tonight's Jack Fact, completing the California circuit. Yes, there are 24 schools that play NCAA Division I women's volleyball from the state of California, but Bakersfield, the only team from the Golden State to have never faced the Rainbow Wahine until, of course, tonight. And so Hawaii completing the Cali circuit. And again, Grosso, as we rejoin live action out of the timeout, is able to go off the block and out. She is an athletic swinger from that outside position.
How about 5'6", two-time JC All-American at Salt Lake Community College. Career kill leader there. There's been a lot of good players come through Salt Lake Community College.
Maglio able to go off the block and down. Yeah, Grosso. 950 career kills to be exact while with the Bruins. Now we see some subs coming in here for Hawaii at the 19:10 mark. Casey Castillo coming in for the first time, and maybe a little more attention will be sent her way because of the departure of Megan Huff, who earlier this week announced that she was going to leave the volleyball program to focus solely on basketball. In fairness to her, that is the sport for which she is under scholarship. Greeley with the serve. Kendra Kelsch also on the floor at setter for Hawaii. It's an ace by Greeley.
Yeah, I'm going to predict that Kelsch is going to set Castillo the very first chance she can. Subs like to take care of subs.
Well, they're usually on the team opposite the starters in practice, right?
B-teamers take care of B-teamers.
There you go. Greeley taking something off. Grosso from the outside, the dink! Kelsch couldn't quite get there. Grosso showing something from that outside hitting position. Now she'll retreat back to serve 11, serving 20. But how do you think the Megan Huff departure will impact what has been promoted as the great depth of this 2015 Rainbow Wahine squad?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's definitely going to impact the team. On a day-to-day basis, the B team's not as strong with Megan Huff gone. Let's put it that way. And I've always said that if Dave shows you can figure out a way to get Huff on the floor at the same time as Nikki Taylor, it could be their largest, strongest team. Ball control might be a little bit shaky, but it would be their largest team they could put out there, and it could give them the best chance to beat the top 4 teams in the country.
Ono Leva with that last kill, her 7th of the match. Good dig by Anderson, but on the second try, Sawyer blasts it down, and Bakersfield fighting the good fight here.
On the other hand, I'm sure that Megan Huff had to make a very, very difficult decision. She's got to do what's in her best interest, but she probably already talked to Calais Adolfo as well, who tried to do the same thing, and Calais said it was very difficult playing both sports at the same time.
Serve goes long, point Hawaii. I think from the basketball standpoint, that's the sport for which she's under scholarship, and yet because volleyball's placement in the athletic year, you play the full volleyball season, but it cuts your basketball season and participation virtually in half. That's a tough prospect, really on both sides, if you're talking about the player as well as the Rainbow Wahine basketball coaching staff.
Yeah, it really is. So we'll see how it plays out.
Taylor Higgins, wow, that was an absolute beauty.
I will tell you this, Dave Shoji did not have a chance to play other players at the opposite position to back up Nikki Taylor. As you see, Taylor Higgins ace again. Her second ace of the night.
23 serving 12. Sawyer, oh my word.
Well, she brings it, doesn't she? She's got major heat.
If we had the radar gun up on some of these, I think we'd be seeing some eye-popping numbers.
There's a live arm if I've ever seen one. Just kaboom. Even Ka'akai can't pop it up. Ka'akai leading Hawaii in digs right now.
So Casey Castillo, though, you mentioned in Game On, presented by Straub, maybe the prime candidate to possibly take on the Megan Huff absence, if you will, as the backup on that opposite side. Brian Kalei-Suji mentioned Annie Mitchum. How realistic is that potentially?
Yeah, I think it has potential. I think they'll just have to try it out. This week they had a lot of players sick. McKenna Granado was sick this week. Anna Ponce was sick this week. I don't think either of them were going to play tonight. So I think Dave Shoji's going to have to wait until after Bakersfield leaves town before he can really experiment with backup opposites.
Gianna Guinasso serving for Aloha ball for Hawaii. Nikki Taylor, her 10th kill just a moment ago. But Kelsey Sawyer keeping the Roadrunners' hopes alive with her 7th kill of the evening.
And she's shown that she's got little beach maneuvers too. That was a little beach roll shot as well.
Still Aloha ball for Hawaii. Serve goes long and an anticlimactic close to this second stanza. Hawaii has a chance to open up the broom closet here against Bakersfield on this Friday night. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris McLaughlin.
Well, take a look at Bakersfield's hitting errors, 14 of them. A lot of that caused by Hawaii's big block. And you see their blocks, they have none. Remember, they're in the land of the Giants. We talked about that earlier. Hawaii was 7 blocks up front. And Hawaii, look at those hitting errors by Hawaii. Only 3 of the whole night, hitting .472. Those are monster numbers, Kanoa.
You're the monster of the broadcast tonight. Doing double duty, wearing several hats, working the corner crew, working courtside here. So I give you credit for that.
Just trying to take one for the team, you know.
Well, I appreciate that, I think, on behalf of the team. But give credit to the Rainbow Wahine because so far this is what they set out to do against a Bakersfield team that they didn't really know much about, but has had a history of feistiness and being scrappy. And so far they've taken care of business, and it affords them the opportunity to maybe work some different combinations and also get some much needed rest coming off of the opening 3 weeks of tournament play.
Yeah, those first 3 weeks are grueling. You know, it's back to back to back, 3-nighters. It's really tough. So I think we're going to see Annie Mitchum come in this set. I think that's a good move. That's the only move that Dave Shoji is going to make right now is Annie Mitchum for Maglio. That's been his standard substitution pattern. But I think we'll see if Hawaii can get in control of this set. I think we can look forward to seeing maybe more of Castillo, maybe more of Guinasso, maybe more of Claire Marie Anderson.
To take a look at Dave Shoji in his 41st season.
I don't think we'll see Granado though, because she did not practice once this week.
Katiana Ponce also not suited up, didn't warm up even before the match. Granado was at least sort of doing some of the bumping and setting drills. But yeah, I think you're right as far as the kind of illness that was going through the team here this past week.
How about this defense by Bakersfield? Rodriguez with a great dig, and they picked up another one. There's Ka'akai with too tight of a pass to the net. We just got through talking about that in the side set, how much Hawaii's improved in their passing and free ball passing. Hardly any overpasses the first 2 sets at all. And then Bachi, overpass.
So we blame the corner crew. There you go. That's on you. Bakersfield leading, by the way, for the first time in this match, and they'll double it up. They're up 2-0 after the service ace and celebratory dance from Louisa Martins. Looked like she was nay-naying after that ace. Manu Olivao with the pass. She'll get the set on the outside. She'll get blocked and roofed. Paige Getman, along with Editza Urias.
They get an ace in their first block of the night right there, and Urias got most of it. Conference Player of the Year at Dixie State last year.
So 3 serving 0. Greeley with the pass. Mano Levao over the double block and long. Was there a touch? No. And how about this 4-0 run from the Roadrunners to start this third set? Dave Shoji signals for a timeout.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at bigislandcandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate dipped shortbreads.
Well, let Dave Shoji know. Let the recruiting begin. UH's next volleyball star sitting courtside here tonight. Hawaii, though, with a bit of its work cut out for it here in set 3, down 4-0. But McGill able to get the kill and get Hawaii off of the schneid here in the third. Now, we talked about it. Hawaii took care of business in the first 2 sets, set itself up to be able to maybe work some rotations, maybe get things done quickly, thus some rest, but you still got to close, right?
Exactly, and I think Dave Shoji called a good early timeout there. Get the girls' attention about having to pay more attention to this good Bakersfield team that's making a lot of digs, making a lot of plays.
Here's Taylor from the opposite side. Dug up over the net, was an out ball. Kahakai saved it. So McGill bumps it to Mano Levao, and it's a chance now for the Roadrunners. Sawyer off the high hands of McGill and into the antenna. Point for Bakersfield, but very well could have, maybe should have been a Rainbow Wahine point.
Kahakai definitely took an out ball, but she was running back there so fast she couldn't get her bearings.
Well, and
there could have been some communication of people that were near her to tell her the ball was out. You and I could see it was out.
But she's looking up at the thing, trying to run basically back towards the seats. Somebody's got to let her know. Here she is with the pass. Higgins goes to Taylor through the block and down, trying to restore some order here in the third set. Nikki Taylor, who had those career-high 69 attempts against Florida. And I asked her if that's something she's concerned about. She said, hey, look, that was part of my training going into this season, was to be able to take on that level of responsibility and that workload. Here she is on the opposite side, but the set was over the net, yet she's able to still sort of win a half-hearted joust and get the point for the Rainbow Wahine.
That's a good way to describe it, a half-hearted joust. She couldn't take a 2-legged takeoff. She took only 1-legged takeoff and did not even jump at all, actually. Just reached up and reached over at 6'4". She can do that.
Yeah, kind of nice. From the outside, that's Grosso dug up by Higgins. So Kahakai sets up Taylor. Wow. That was hardcore.
She hit such sharp angles. That was an example of one there. The block was well formed. Looked like they had her cross court taken away, but she found more cross court with which to hit that ball.
So what, you trying to draw even? Good serve by Mano Levao, diving past Rodriguez. Grosso from the outside, denied access. Olivia McGill getting all of that one. And this is 5 serving 5. We're tied for the first time in the third. Here's Grosso from the outside. McGill got one hand on it. Kept alive by Bakersfield. Grosso a second time. This time went line and was able to find the floor.
Well, Grosso is really fun to watch. She reminds me a lot of Mahina Elaneki.
Interesting.
Former short, with all due respect, Mahina, if you're watching, short outside hitter, 5'6". She just finds ways to get the ball around, through, and over the block even. And Grosso 5 kills so far.
And an ace dealt out of the deck by Paige Getman, the 6-foot freshman. One of 6 frosh on this team.
One of 2 6-footers.
Pass Kahakai. Bakersfield by 2. Here's Taylor on the opposite side. We've said it now through 3+ weekends, Chris. When in doubt, look for number 14.
Yeah, she is the go-to. She's the Terminator. Even if you've got her well scouted, she's got a shot to counter pretty much every scout job that's done on her.
Kahakai with the floater. They go right side to Urias, two-handed in the air by Mano Levao. Here's Greeley, wind up, uncoiled, dug up by Rodriguez. Grasso. This time, the door was slammed shut. Annie Mitchum and Nikki Taylor.
There's a pretty big block. 6'4" Taylor, 6'3" Mitchum. Just putting up the rainbow wall. Taylor getting most of that one.
So we're tied again here. 7 serving 7. Grasso the pass. She'll get the set on the outside. Up the elevator, dug up over the net by Kahakai. Now they go to Urias from the opposite side. Two-handed in the air by Savannah. Bump set, though, goes out of bounds. So point for Bakersfield. Another substitution as Sophie Flemian comes into the match to serve. Long, deep breath as she gets ready to pump into this one. Pass by Manolevau. Here's Taylor. Not much you can do there. She's got it going. 15 kills right now for Nikki Taylor on 21 swings. She's hitting up near 700, Chris.
She's got the wide fan working, the sharp cross-court angle, and the down-the-line shot, showing she can hit anywhere on the court, pretty much any time.
Well, that one blasts long, not necessarily a touch 'em all. Warning track power.
Yeah, probably. Ground rule double, maybe.
But Nikki Taylor, who, I mean, it can be said she's been historically good through the first now 10 matches of the season. Overpass by Manolevau. Higgins doing a good job blocking at the net. Chance now for Hawaii. Higgins will go pipe set to Manolevau. Dug up by Grasso. Middle set goes to Dunbar Low. Sniffed out by Kahakai. Here's the slide. The Mitchum blocked. Right there is Taylor. Higgins goes to Mitchum in the middle. Well, they ran Mitchum all along that net. And in the end, from that middle position, she's able to pound it down.
In practice yesterday, this is something she was doing. Dave Shoge was really working on Annie to go for everything, including slide like that, come back for the quick, get outside for the block. It was the Annie Mitchum show yesterday in practice. Dave Shoge really wanted her to get ready for tonight.
Against a solo block, Sawyer dug up by Kahakai. Here's Manolevau, quick hop. Rodriguez there, now Sawyer a second time. Mitchum got the gist of it and turns it backward.
Give some credit to Taylor Higgins that time, as she moved the block in when she saw the set was inside, so she moved the block inside, which allowed Mitchum to get her hands on it.
Hawaii leading for the first time here in the third set. Greeley with the serve. Grasso the pass. They go slide to Dunbar Low. Was there a touch? No, missed wide, so Hawaii now up 2. 3-0 run for the Rainbow Wahine. Enough said for Giovanna Mello. She'll call a timeout. The Roadrunners will talk things over as Hawaii trying to tilt the scale. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. We'll go to the mobile Mitchum for this one, Chris.
Yeah, Annie Mitchum hitting the slide and then coming back for the quick. She's everywhere. There's another angle of it. She runs out to the antenna, hits the slide, it gets dug. She comes back to the middle, hits the next one. Oh, that's a coach's dream when players are that mobile and agile at the net.
Oh, good decision there by Luisa Martins as we return to live action, putting it down on the second touch. But you mentioned they were working Annie Mitchum in practice, and almost in response, it may seem, to the decision by Megan Huff to focus on basketball. Maybe Dave Shoge thinking, all right, it's even more imperative to get Annie Mitchum literally and figuratively up to speed.
Yeah, he would love to have her hit on the right side and be the opposite player for Nikki, be the backup player for Nikki, and be a backup middle. So to sort of expand her role now that she's getting used to the University of Hawaii. She's now used to classes. There she comes. And I think she's more than up to the task.
That last kill by Manolevau, her 8th. Claire Marie Anderson with the serve, and it's Sawyer plugging it through that block. She has been difficult on the Hawaii defense. 9th kill for her. Became the 10th Bakersfield player to reach the 1,000 kill plateau last year, currently ranking 7th on the all-time career list.
An all-tournament recently at the Creighton tournament.
That's right, the Blue Jay Invitational. Here's Mano Olivao. Quick hop, dug up to the net by Rodriguez, and then gobbled up by Olivia McGill.
Olivia McGill, so disciplined. Giving some credit there to Mano Olivao, who's the one who really forced the overpass there with her near kill.
Good serve by Higgins. Outside, it goes to Urias. Blocked, but it goes out. So Aditsa Urias, known simply as Ed among her teammates, able to get the kill. Bakersfield with it. That's Grosso. Good save in the back row by Greeley. McGill bump sets Taylor, two-handed in the air by Sawyer. Now right side, Urias into the twine. So point for Hawaii. It's 14 serving 12 here. In the third, Rainbow Wahine hoping to bust out the brooms here tonight. But still got some work to do against this Roadrunner squad that's looking to extend the evening. Urias, one-hand dig, Kahakai, but it's going to be a net violation against the Rainbow Wahine. Some curious looks coming from the Hawaii side of the net.
I think Clay Greeley got it. She didn't argue at all. She knew that she got some cable there with her forearm, I believe.
Denise Hansen with the call there, the down official. Dixon Chun up the ladder. Line judges Bert Kasem and Ryan Scudder, and Olivia McGill, the efficient one always, with her 8th kill.
8 kills, 1 error. McGill hitting, a mere 4-12.
I mean, you just punch that in, right? That's just a day at the office. Grosso. What do you think about these outside hitters for Bakersfield? I mean, they are not holding back one bit.
Grosso and Sawyer really bringing the heat. If nothing else, they're going to go down in flames, if nothing else, because they're bringing major heat.
Their Iron Conference play as well. Preseason pick to finish 4th. Got 1 first-place vote. Missouri, Kansas City, the defending regular season champs, picked first. But remember, this is a team that's going to have a little pride entering the Western Athletic Conference schedule because of the fact that they won the WAC tournament last year. So even though you have a lot of new faces, a lot of newcomers, this is a team that will go in with a little bit of the reputation and hoping to build off of that as Taylor hits it into the net.
Taylor with 3 service errors. Unlike her, she's been pretty steady with that serve of hers, keeping the ball in.
15 serving 16. Tight one here as we approach the home stretch. Mano Olivao could not get it over the net. Tried to go soft with it on the pipe set. And we're tied for the 5th time here in the 3rd. And Bakersfield not going quietly, and some moans and groans coming from the fans here at the Stan Sheriff Center. They want to urge the home team on. That will help the outserve from Grosso.
I'll tell you, Dave Shoji only made 1 change to his lineup. That's Andy Mitchum from Maglio. The rest of the starters, he's kept them in there. So he respects this Bakersfield squad. Now he's making another change with bringing in Kendra Kelch.
It's almost a question of what's the greater objective? Is it to try to finish things as quickly as possible, or is it working different lineups and playing some of the reserves? Maybe some of the illness that was going through the team that you mentioned earlier this week, maybe that plays into that. But as you see the dink go in for Kelsey Sawyer. But maybe Dave showed you thinking, you know what, there's greater value in us just trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. But Bakersfield putting up a fight. On Olivao, the pass on the Rodriguez serve. Here's Taylor on the pipe set, hits it long. Point Roadrunners, they are up 18-17, and Higgins comes back in for Kelch. Remember, Dave Shoji Making a lot of these calls on his own. Jeff Hall not here on administrative leave. The assistant, his right-hand man, if you will, for this weekend. We'll be back next week. Here's Taylor from the back row. Missed it wide, point Bakersfield. And it's a 2-point lead for the Roadrunners. And Dave Shoji will signal for a timeout.
Some self-destruction going on right now. But credit Bakersfield for keeping the pressure on and being patient enough to wait for Hawaii to make big mistakes like that.
Make the dream of education a reality for our student athletes. Visit hawaiiathletics.com and click on the donate button in the Ahahui Koa Nui Nui banner. Dave Shoji, you see the frustration quite clear, quite obvious. Just trying to convince his team that it's worth the extra energy and assertion to try to close the deal on this stubborn Roadrunner squad.
You can tell that if you just look at the stats, Dave Shoji's probably showing the ladies the numbers right now. They made 3 hitting errors in the first 2 sets. They've had 5 here, and the 3rd set is not even over.
Bakersfield, meanwhile, hit negative 0.73 in the first set. Has been increasingly better since then, hitting currently 115 in this 3rd set.
Hawaii hitting 192. There you see the Giovanna Mello. I really enjoyed watching their practice yesterday. They had so much fun. You see her smiling as she leaves says goodbye to her player. She's trying to do the best job she can to create a fun environment, but also one that is technical as well. You know, she played very well. She played at Arizona State, was a center there for 2 years, and she's got a great volleyball background. She's bringing in an interesting blend of her Brazilian connections and junior college connections with the locals from Bakersfield.
That could bode well, right? Brazil is one heck of a pipeline to exploit if you have the ability to do so. Bakersfield with the advantage. Sawyer pulls the string, and it works. And Bakersfield up 3 here in the 3rd. A 4-0 Roadrunner run. And here comes the crowd. Some moments being taken to wipe perspiration off of the Terraflex on the Hawaii side of the net.
Crowd trying to become the 7th player, as they did against Florida, as they do against, well, pretty much every team.
This intelligent volleyball fan base, they know when the team maybe needs a little extra push. Rodriguez, a little extra push on that serve, sends it long. And a much-needed tourniquet applied by Hawaii, 18 serving 20, as Claire Marie Anderson comes in to slap it into the play.
Actually, if I'm a coach, I'm liking being down 18-20. Seeing how my team responds to a team like Bakersfield like this, see if they can put the gas on the pedal.
Here's Taylor on the D set. Oh, that just missed long, and it's as if the notion from the line judge was to signal it in, but made sure before signaling the out call.
I think Taylor trying to keep that in, too. She did not get a good run out. Not a great swing that time, so she took a little bit off it, but not quite enough.
So here is Luisa Martins, one of the tougher servers for the Roadrunners. And there you go. The kiss of death from your play-by-play announcer right there.
Martins with one of their 2 aces tonight.
19 serving 21. Here's Higgins with the ace. Hey, did she come up clutch down the stretch in that 5th set against Florida last weekend? Maybe an opportunity for her to try to do the same here against Bakersfield, but wasting no time, Giovanna Mello signals for a timeout. That was just about perfect.
Higgins did not give that her 100% speed that time. She hit it about maybe 60% of her speed, but she wanted accuracy. She wanted the ball in the play because she knew she had a big block up at the net. Picks up her third ace of the night. Hawaii's got 5 altogether. Again, Hawaii leading at the net 10 blocks to 1 as we see James Kaw talking to Dave Shojo. James Kaw, by the way, is giving all the serving signals tonight to the servers. He'll give a hand signal and tell them where to serve it. Although with the jump servers like Taylor and Higgins, they're on their own. Just get it in anywhere. We'll take it.
Yeah, there seems to be a little more emphasis this season on areas to serve. That comes courtesy James Kaw, courtesy Jeff Hall as well.
Right now, Taylor Higgins is being, I'm sure, given instructions that after a timeout, crucial time to keep the ball in play, and she's got a big block up front. She's got 6'4" Nikki Taylor, she's got 6'2" Elizabeth Gill, and she's got 6' Ty Manu Olival. That's a good blocking combo. Good time to keep this serve in.
Giovanna Mello trying to ice Taylor Higgins here with that timeout. She gets the serve in. It'll be Sawyer on the opposite side. Gets it back for Bakersfield.
Again, just a rocket out of that arm from Kelsey Sawyer.
12 kills for Sawyer, and she retreats back to serve. Pass by Kahakai. Middle set, McGill. They're trading blows here down the home stretch of this third set. A little unanticipated drama here at the Stan Sheriff Center here in the third. And an ace by Manu Olival. Morgan DeMarco having trouble handling that one, Chris.
A much-needed ace by Ty Manu Olival, the standing floater right there. If Hawaii had kept trading blows, they would have lost this set.
Floats it deep. Rodriguez handles the pass. They go outside. This is Grosso off the fingertips of the block. Manu Olival there. Higgins high and away to Greeley. Sends it long. No touch. Point Bakersfield. And they close within 2 of ending this third set.
And a rare error from Kalei Greeley.
Getman the serve. Two-handed by Kahakai. Higgins goes right side to Taylor. Laying the smack down. And we're tied again at 23. 8th tie of this third stanza.
Perfect pass by Savannah Kahakai. Taylor Higgins putting up a perfect set. We're going to see Maglio come in for blocking, I think. Although Mitchell's been blocking pretty well, too. But Dave Shoji wants the familiar starters all to be together, I think, here in the end run here.
Good serve by Kahakai. They go outside. Here's Grosso by the double block and in. And looky here, the Roadrunners serving for the third set. Give credit to this CSU Bakersfield team. They didn't pack it in. Had maybe every reason to after 2 sets. But they have a chance to push Hawaii to 4. Fleming in the serve. Manu Olival, high pass, tight to the net. But the Bakersfield players weren't ready for it. And it's a point for Hawaii.
Oh, my goodness. Bakersfield's going to go back and look at this tape and go, why didn't we take that overpass and just drill it? And we're not expecting that at all.
More substitutions now for Hawaii as they got gifted that point to tie things up for the 9th time in this third set.
Nagle in for blocking, Kelshin for blocking purposes.
And Taylor sends it long. by our count, 4th service error for Nikki Taylor. A sarcastic smirk coming from the junior out of Kaiser.
Sarah Taylor Higgins goes here. She's got Nikki Taylor in the back row, grilling in the front with Maglio.
Grosso serving for set 3. Kahakai the bump set. Taylor from way off the net. Still a pretty good swing. Bump set goes to Sawyer. Dug up by Kahakai. Over the net and put down by Katie Dunbar low. She wasn't going to be caught napping that time. And Hawaii perhaps caught napping through set 3. Will they wake up to try to close it in the 4th? Welcome back. Well, not quick work after all. After an impressive and efficient first couple of sets for 12th ranked Hawaii, Bakersfield, they caught Hawaii off guard maybe. The Rainbow Wahine putting it into cruise control. Wasn't enough to finish off the Roadrunners. Credit Bakersfield. They forced it to a 4th, Chris.
Yeah, they hit for a higher percentage. Hawaii had 7 hitting errors in that set. Unconscionable for Dave Shoji. He had three errors in the first 2 sets and then 7 in the 3rd. Dave Shoji not happy at all. I don't think we'll see many changes in the lineup. It looks like he's going to leave the same group that started the night. No panic buttons for Coach Shoji.
And surprising because he didn't really do much to the lineup in that 3rd set. It was basically the same nucleus of starters playing through, but they just couldn't flick the switch back on. Can they do it here in the 4th? As Giovanna Mello able to inspire her team to just keep pushing, keep plugging along, and now they're in a 4th with Hawaii.
Once again, I think part of this letdown is a function of Bakersfield really playing well that set, or much better, the best they played tonight, and a function of Hawaii being a little bit tired after back-to-back weekends, 3 tournaments in a row. It's going to wear on you at some point. Your emotional tank's going to run out a little bit. Your physical tank's going to run out a little bit. And I think that's kind of what happened. I expect Hawaii, to be honest with you right now, is to run away and hide this set.
Good start by Taylor Higgins, opening with the ace. Second serve is an overpass that Nikki Taylor just destroys.
What a serve by Taylor Higgins. Just bombed it, forced the overpass.
Remember, Bakersfield got up 4-0 in that 3rd set, so already Hawaii with better early fortunes in this 4th. McGill. And it's 3-0 Rainbow Wahine.
The opposite of the start they got in the 3rd set, where they went behind 4-0. Dave Shoji wanted to turn the tables on Giovanna Mello.
Higgins, another beauty, another ace.
So once Taylor Higgins gets going, and she proved in that 5th set against Florida, she's probably as good a server as you're going to find anywhere.
5 service aces for Taylor Higgins, and the block party continues here in set number 4. Taylor and McGill putting up the wall. Timeout Bakersfield. The Rainbow Wahine off and running in the 4th set. Welcome back, Hawaii. Off to a hot start here in set number 4. Chris, you mentioned Bakersfield in the land of the giants against the Rainbow Wahine, comparatively speaking. Well, Hawaii was more or less a sleeping giant in that 3rd set, but maybe having awakened here in the 4th. But Bakersfield will keep fighting, rest assured, especially if Kelsey Sawyer has anything to do with it.
13 kills for Kelsey Sawyer now. She's done it all kinds of ways, hitting that tool job line shot down the line, also getting her cross-court rockets going, and beach roll shots.
Higgins sets up Taylor against the double block. Goes cross-courting in. That is kill number 18 for Nikki Taylor, hitting .483 to go along with 7 blocks.
We're going to look at Tai Manu, who had an outstanding floater. She got an ace on earlier tonight.
The swing by Urias into the net. So now if you're Bakersfield and you talk about the emotion spent by Hawaii last week, well, Bakersfield in a microcosm type of fashion, exerting that kind of energy in that third set to push this match to 4. What do they have left in the tank is now a question. Sawyer blocked and roofed by Greeley and McGill.
Rack up as many kills as Sawyer has, 13 on the night. You know you're going to be seeing 2 blockers all night long. McGill there, Greeley there.
8 serving 1. The one-hand bump set to the middle, and Getman is dug up. Here's Taylor from the opposite side. Couldn't get a full swing on it. Dug up by Martins. Grasso from the back row against a triple block. Still gets it down.
Grasso continuing to work her magic. Only 5'6", hitting the pipe out of the back row and tooling the block.
She may be 3rd on the team in kills per set at 2.1 coming into tonight, but she may lead the team in entertainment value.
Yeah, she is fun to watch.
McGill in the middle. She's pretty fun to watch too.
McGill double figures in kills again tonight. I believe that's her 11th. Only 1 error, hitting 500.
She also has 7 blocks.
I think she had 405 last year to have the best percentage in the Big West. Nowadays, we're getting used to her hitting 450, 500 night in and night out.
Attendance tonight through the turnstile, 4,734. Kahakai with the serve, goes deep corner. Pass by Grasso. Middle set goes to Getman, blocked. Kept alive, though, by Martins. Now Grasso. There was no getting by that big block. Maglio and Taylor saying, oh, no, you don't.
Well, that was one solid block. Nowhere to go at time for Grasso.
Urias, this time using the block to her advantage. And Bakersfield able to finally get the side back and get the point.
Hawaii starting to put up just monster numbers at the net. 13 blocks tonight to 1 block for Bakersfield.
Maglio. Maglio getting her 3rd kill of the match on 5 swings. So we're seeing some gaudy hitting percentages from the Rainbow Wahine. That was expected. Obviously, Bakersfield doesn't have the size to confront some of those Hawaii swings. As Taylor misses wide.
And Nikki Taylor really struggling to find the court tonight with her jump serve. That's her 5th service error on the night. Very uncharacteristic. Her jump serve has been so solid all year long. I wonder if they'll ground her from the jump serve and put her to a standing float her next turn around.
Flemian now in to serve. Kind of a knuckleballer down the line. Past Greeley, who will get the set from Higgins. High hands, 2-handed in the air by Rodriguez. Step out goes to Dunbar low. Right there is Manole Val. Higgins goes back set to Taylor. Dropping a hammer.
You better get 2 blockers up on Nikki Taylor and not just 1 like that. Or actually, they had no blockers up that time. I think the National Player of the Week is deserving of at least 2 blockers, don't you think? Or maybe 3.
You might want to know where she is. Here's Grasso against the double block. And it's a net violation against the Rainbow Wahine.
Taylor Higgins that time is trying a little bit too hard to press over and penetrate across the net.
Carol Grasso to serve. And that's an out ball.
Into the Rainbow Wahine lineup,
Rainbow Wahine entering tonight's match ranked 6th nationally in blocks per set. Also leading the Big West Conference, or at least leading Big West Conference teams, as the conference schedule hasn't quite started yet, in assists per set and hitting percentage. Here's Sawyer off the block, two-handed in the air by Taylor. Manole Val able to chop down the block. And a timeout taken by the Roadrunners as the Rainbow Wahine have opened this lead up to 9 thanks to Ty once again. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Hawaii, perhaps unexpectedly, especially based on how the first two sets played out, drop in the fourth to Bakersfield, 26-24, but trying to restore order here in the fourth set. But working off the block is Sawyer. And it is another point for Bakersfield. 6 serving, 14 coming up.
Chelsea Sawyer, 14 kills on the night, and she hit for a good number. Only 3 errors. Hitting .306. That's a good number against a big team like Hawaii, I'll tell you.
Rodriguez with the serve. Overpass. And it was put down by Martins. There was a little uncertainty as to whether or not it was down, and so that delayed the celebration just a smidge.
Yeah, it looks like it goes down right there in front of Nikki Taylor.
So again, Jocelyn Rodriguez from Mexicali, Mexico with the serve. Into the net it goes. Rodriguez celebrated her 20th birthday on Wednesday. Not a bad birthday gift to come out to the islands, huh?
Yeah, like I told you, over half the group has never been to Hawaii.
Here's Sawyer. The dink works. What does this possibly do? Even though Hawaii is up by more than a half dozen here in the fourth. What does this possibly do for Bakersfield in preparation of Sunday's rematch with Hawaii? Did they draw some confidence and encouragement from tonight?
No question. They're going to go back and look at the film, and they're going to probably try to repeat everything they did in the third set.
McGill diving save Grosso. She's been all over the place. Now Sawyer. Right there is Kahakai. Nicely done. Taylor from the outside. That one tightrope walked the net and then found its way out for another Roadrunner point.
Who's a pesky Roadrunner team? They just keep making great digs. They serve tough.
Kahakai backpedaling with the pass. Right side, here's Manole Val. Oh, that was a big wind-up and a smash from Ty. And a much-needed point for the Rainbow Wahine.
Watch Manole Val here. Gets the split block. The reason she does is a lot of attention is being paid, obviously, to Nikki Taylor on the left side.
Grosso off the block and down. And the team, if you just look at the body languages, the team with a little bit more vigor, a little bit more inspiration maybe right now, even though they're trailing by 6, certainly the Roadrunners. McGill in the middle, the dink. Finds the Terraflex.
McGill is being defended by a wide perimeter defense, and she knows it. So she knows the middle of the court's wide open if she wants it. They think she's going to bring the heavy hammer, and she's not. She's bringing the velvet hammer.
Kahakai with the serve. Grosso comes swooping in. Tried to soft touch it by the block, but missed wide. So another point for the Rainbow Wahine. It's 18 serving 10.
Bakersfield used up all of their timeouts.
Rodriguez the pass. Right side, here's Urias through the block and down.
Urias has battled tonight. I'm sure she's going to correct it on Sunday. But tonight, 6 kills, but she's had 9 errors to go along with it. So hitting negative tonight.
Pass Manole Val. Greeley, flat-footed, has to send it over. Chance for the Roadrunners. Here's Urias again, and again puts it down, and again an uproarious response from the Roadrunner team. Still trailing in this fourth set and in this match. But this is a team that is starting to put some building blocks on top of each other.
Yeah, they really are. They're playing much better defense, serving better, and attacking better at the net.
Taylor Again, when you need one, when you gotta have one. Looks at Nikki. Kill number 20 for Nikki Taylor. By the way, she's gone double-digit kills in each of the first 10 matches this season. Urias dug up by Kahakai. Greeley from off the net. Right there is DeMarco. Oh, the set was a little off, so a free chance now for Hawaii. Kahakai sets up Taylor. Off the tape, diving save Martins. Urias soft toucher. Greeley able to field it off her own ricochet. She'll get the set on the outside. Dug up again by DeMarco. Grosso will not get a chance because of a net violation against Bakersfield.
Well, again, Hawaii struggling to put the ball down against this pesky Bakersfield defense. Greeley had a couple shots there and couldn't get it down. Obviously, Giovanna Mello knows how to teach a little defense because they're digging a lot of balls. 52 digs on the night. Hawaii 52 digs. Bakersfield with 39 digs.
Nikki Taylor took something off there to make sure it went in. Draws the overpass. Maglio in the middle off the Kelch set. Is dug up. Now Urias. Diving save Kahakai. Kelch goes pipe set to Manolevao. Great save in the back row. DeMarco. Urias again. Rejected. Maglio and Greeley.
Once again, the land of the Giants is here. Forehands across. 6'2" and 6'3" right there. Tough to get over that block.
Taylor puts a little bit more pepper on it. Pass Rodriguez. Grosso from the outside. Diving save Kahakai over the net. Then a little one-on-one action. Bakersfield still with it. Grosso the dink. One-hand diving save Taylor. Bump set to Greeley. Right there is DeMarco. So Bakersfield with the advantage. Grosso against the double block is blocked. Now Urias from the opposite side. The dink. Pinballed around, but a lift is called against Hawaii. And Bakersfield able to succeed at the end of that long sequence.
Very patient Bakersfield team. They just kept swinging away, taking smart shots, challenging Hawaii's block.
Flemian with the jump serve into the net. And that puts Hawaii on 22. Kind of a big missed serve there, and Flemian knew it. She has been serving very tough throughout the match. That one got away from her just a tad. And so now Dave Shoji will call upon Casey Castillo, the freshman from Oceanside, California. She serves and sends it long. It's got to be tough sometimes when you're sitting on that bench or at least waiting in the wings and then you get called upon at a juncture like this.
Yeah, even with her Fab 50 pedigree, tough to get shots in like that.
Good pass there, maybe a little atonement, and the set to Maglio, who drills it. Now Anderson, 23, serving 14. Delivers an ace.
Picks up her second ace of the night. Just so steady. She served 10 times tonight. Even though she's had limited action, every time she goes back, she seems to score points. Partly because she also digs a lot of balls.
Now serving for the match. Sawyer says, not just yet. That ball just explodes off of the palm of Kelsey Sawyer.
And she's number 7 all-time in career kills at Bakersfield.
But just under 4,800 remain standing here. 15 serving 24. Passed by Manolevao. Kelch. Middle set. McGill the dink. Sniffed out by Martins. Grosso from the back row, off the fingertips, dug up by Taylor. Kelsch. Set goes over the net. Free swing Martins, dug up back over by Taylor. Now the middle set goes to Getman. Diving save Taylor. Are you kidding me? Monolival slaps it over. Advantage Bakersfield. They go to Sawyer. Pinballed around, and Hawaii still returns it. Put over on the second touch by Martins. Saved by Taylor. Now Sawyer, blocked and roofed by Kendra Kelsch. And Nikki Taylor is bent over, and she is spent after what she did to keep that sequence alive.
3 diving digs for Nikki Taylor. Is she trying out for the libero position? You tell me. Dig after dig after dig. She's 6'4". She's not supposed to do that.
But that last point, that represents this match, at least the last 2 sets in so many ways, because it was Bakersfield and that ability to die hard. Hawaii able to win in 4. But the second half of this match was no gimme. Still, the Rainbow Wahine improving to 9-1 on the season. Finally doing away here on this Friday evening with the stingy Bakersfield Roadrunners. Let's check in with Scott Robbs. He has Dave Shoji. Scott.
All right, thanks a lot, Kanoa. Coach, are you thinking more right now about the 4-set win or the loss in set 3?
Well, much like the Eastern Washington game where we won easy the first 2 and then we kind of just shut it down. We're not good enough to beat somebody just to show up. It's pretty disappointing that we just couldn't get any fire going and couldn't get any separation in game 3.
I would imagine though it's difficult after that second set. You sided out at 100%. You hit like 640 something to get them motivated after that 10-minute intermission.
Well, good teams just roll over teams, and I thought that we had that going for games 1 and 2, but we couldn't sustain it. We're going to have to try to figure out how to do that because we're going to be in that situation again against some better teams, in the conference. So we'll have to figure that out.
I know you had some illnesses this week. Did that limit your options to use your depth?
Yeah, we didn't have a full practice with everybody there. We had 4 or 5 missing every day this week. So a little bit of illnesses, a little bit of injury. So it was a rough week for us all the way around. And I thought the girls really responded to games 1 and 2, but we didn't play well in 3.
All righty, Coach. Thanks a lot.
All right, Scott.
All right, back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Well, Dave Shoji saying in the pregame that he wanted to see his team develop into the elite level squad in the way of handling matches like this against what can be frankly described as an overmatched opponent, handling them in lopsided fashion. They did for 2 sets. They did not necessarily do that after that. So where does that leave this team in the eyes of Dave Shoji?
Well, right now he's disappointed. Obviously, he wanted to be out of here and then having the after dinner, after the game buffet. He did not want to have this match extended. But I look at it the other way. I think the team got a chance to play more. They got a chance to see a couple more players. Kendra Kelsch got some more action in the 4th set. The back row players like Claire Marie Anderson got some more action as well. I don't think it's all that bad, to be honest with you. I think it's natural for a team like that to have a little bit of a letdown. Again, these last 3 weeks have been a grind, to say the least.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's hard for a team, especially when you know that you are physically superior than your opponent. Sometimes it's hard to maintain that focus for 3 straight sets. And it did come back to bite them tonight. And it forced them to exert maybe a little bit more energy than they initially wanted to. Still, in the end, they get the W, and a win is a win. Let's take a look now at the Bank of Hawaii players of the match. Kelsey Sawyer, who was just ripping it all over the place, 16 kills, hitting 293. And Savannah Kahakai, remember, she had the career-high 19 digs in the signature win over second-ranked Florida, then second-ranked Florida. Well, she goes career here tonight, 23 digs, 3 assists.
She averages about 3 digs per set. Tonight, doubled that. 6 digs per set. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So putting in a little extra work, as is our Chris McLaughlin, who has to go over to the corner crew set to get ready for the post-game show. But Hawaii, in the end, as mentioned, does get the win, and they'll have a day off tomorrow before hosting these Bakersfield Roadrunners again on Sunday. Wahine improved to 9-1. Bakersfield falls to 2-9. That'll do it for us. Well, at least for me. Chris McLaughlin will be part of the postgame show next.